There goes the horn.
Good evening from Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. Zaleski Sports present boys high school hockey. In tonight's matchup, the New Richmond Tigers, 6-9-1 overall, 4-3-1 in conference play against the Eau Claire North Huskies, 7-11-0 overall, 3-6-0 in Big Rivers Conference play. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined up here in the Mike Sullivan press box by former Eau Claire Memorial and current Team Wisconsin coach Mike Schwengler. Mike, last time we saw the North Huskies, they took down the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. And at that point, you're thinking, okay, that was a really good outing for North that night. They took care of business, won a 2-1 game. Problem is, since then, they've gone 1-6. And that includes a 3-0 loss to Chippewa Falls last night up at the CIA, in which they outshot the Cardinals 49-26, but couldn't put the puck in the net.
Exactly what you mentioned. You get that big win, and you think, okay, maybe the next day of the Menominee game, there's that trap game, right? All the letdown after that big high emotional win, but then it isn't fixed, and it's happening more. Right? In Richmond, kind of in the same boat. I think we're looking at a game tonight, Bob, where you have two teams trying to figure out this late in the season what they are and where they're planning to go.
Yeah, you're right about that, Mike, in the sense that, we're closing out the month of January, and you got maybe a week, 2 weeks of conference games left, and all of a sudden it's tournament time. So if you're one of those teams that hasn't quite found your groove, tonight would be a good time to kind of take a step in that direction.
Yeah, and Richmond coming in, they play tonight, and then they come back again on Friday night. We're doing the game versus Eau Claire Memorial. We have the national anthem.
The last time these two teams faced off, it was in New Richmond, with the Tigers coming away with the 3-2 win. We expect another close one tonight. Mike, keys for each of these teams tonight?
Well, kind of like we talked about with Eau Claire North, they're a dump and chase team. They make no bones about it. They want to get pucks in deep and try and establish a forecheck. Cam Moser on the point kind of runs everything back there. He's all over the ice in a good way for them offensively. So they're going to get chances that way. It's just a matter of capitalizing. You alluded to last night's game against Chippewa. They had a ton of shots on goal, but couldn't get any by them. They played at Menominee, got a ton of shots on goal, didn't get any by them. So they got to look to shoot the score, bang in some rebounds, and try and get on the right track. If you're the Tigers, you're a road trip game, not a big crowd here tonight, but they want to get on track too. They're a team that's had some good success the last 3-4 years. Won a small school state championship a few years back under Coach John Larson. And, their scores are kind of sporadic. They win a game and they lose a game maybe they shouldn't have lost, but that's why it's high school hockey, and the puck's going to drop on a Tuesday night here at Hobbs Ice Center.
Garrett Stang to take the draw for the Huskies. Jamison Unger for the Tigers. We are underway, and Regan Savarine looking to put that puck in deep. North stopped that, but now Trenton Ortner will send it in for the Tigers. Already have our first broken stick of the night. Centered right out in front of the Huskies' net. Now they will skate out with Stang, who puts it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing on the Huskies.
Yeah, you look at Stang there. He has the puck. He has some time and space. Believe it or not, that's your bench's job to let him know he has some time. He could have taken a few extra strides, look to make that chip pass. As we've talked about, the hardest play for a defenseman to do is turn their feet and find the puck, and you got a guy coming over the top. It's a chance to get some offense.
Carter Deuce in the net tonight for the Huskies. Landon Ivey got the start last night up in Chippewa. Played well in that 3-0 loss. Problem was he got hung out to dry a couple times. One of Chi-High's goals came on a 2-0 breakaway. Here's Ty Hotz behind the net. Hotz will send it back deep. The Richmond scoops up the puck. They'll skate out. They throw it far side. Turned away there by the Huskies defense.
Yeah, Newman there, Bob, had a chance to drive wide. We've got a penalty coming up here on Richmond. Too many men penalty. I thought maybe they're going to get him for roughing, hands a little high up on the face. But
yeah, I counted 6 guys in black jerseys out there, and that's one too many.
Yeah, and it's sad to say it. It should never happen. You run a bench. Everybody runs a bench the same way.
You say what line's out there. The player's job is to say, I got this guy, I got this guy, I got this guy. You should never be changing. But that being said, maybe some kids are playing out of position. Maybe they're used to tracking this one guy, and then they're playing maybe D or forward. You never know. Either way, Huskies are on the power play.
Axel Knutson will take the draw for New Richmond. Hotz for the Huskies. North pinching, able to hold the zone with Easton Parker. Out to the point now. Here's Ty Hotz. Pass almost didn't get there. Now New Richmond able to poke it out of the zone.
Yeah, Hotz has got to be smarter with the puck with that. He kind of a soft play. It hung his defense partner out to dry up top.
Pass to the far side. That shot by Colin Lizotte. Missed on the short side. Battle behind the net. Huskies trying to jam it in there with Garrett Stang. Out to the point now. Here's Parker. Spins away from a defender. Far side. Cam Mosler shoots. Blocker saved by Drake Bowman.
A good shot on goal there, Bob, by Mosler. He went short side. He had Stang on the backside, but for some reason Stang was turned towards the net instead of opening up for that tap-in or one-timer opportunity.
55 seconds to go in the North man advantage. Huskies come near side. Barrick Woolley stood up there. There's Braden Newman making that stop, or check that. Trenton Ortner, the freshman defenseman for the Tigers.
Woolley there, get the puck.
Skate. Big rebound out front. Stang couldn't get the stick down.
Part of the problem here, it's their second unit. Here comes a break for Richmond.
Tegan Lachaussee comes in, tries to stuff it. Carter Deuce kicking the leg out to make the save. Here comes Ty Hotz. Hemmed in there nicely by Ortner. Thrown out front. Colin Olson sends it all the way down for the Tigers, and that will do it for this Eau Claire North power play.
That's part of the problem that they had after the initial dump out. They're trying to make one-on-one plays. They got to understand they have 5, New Richmond has 4. Skate the puck deep. Make sure you have guys to come help you. Give the puck up behind the net and get set up and run your offense.
North 25.4% on the power play coming into tonight's game. That includes a 0 for 6 last night up in Chippewa.
Grumness there got away with one. He whistle blew and he did blow the snow in the goalie's face 99.9% of the time. He's going to the penalty box for unsportsmanlike conduct, but the ref talked to him and said, "Don't you ever do that again, young man."
Drake Bowman, the goaltender, was brushing that snow off. He got quite a good shower there. In fact, it pretty much obscured the New Richmond in script across the front of the jersey. Huskies unable to hold the zone, poked free by Gaspard. Maddox Gaspard taking it deep for the Tigers. Rubbed off the puck. Keegan Langness able to throw it down in the corner. Couple guys go tumbling down out front, and North with Parker will collect. Up the near side, here comes Cam Mosler. Mosler throws it to the slot. Stang shoots and they score! Garrett Stang gets the goal for the Huskies.
So the one thing you always teach kids not to do, throw a blind pass to the slot. Thankfully, it went by two New Richmond Tigers on the stick of Stanger. He caught it on his backhand, spun around, and shot it, and both New Richmond guys skated through it. I don't think the goalie saw it. It was a great shot. Low, far side, 1-0 Huskies.
So the Huskies able to get on the board in the first period. They jump out to the lead. Stang from Mosler. Here in the first period. You know, and for North, that's got to be good because you got to figure that the frustration level was pretty high last night. 49 shots, no goals.
No, I'm sure, you talk about in practice, you score goals, you got to get to the net, get pucks to the net. If you don't shoot, you don't score. If you don't get traffic, you got to create chaos around the net. Keep pumping pucks, they're going to start going, and fortunately for the Huskies, they got one early.
Shot from Caden Magnuson hit traffic. Centering pass out front. Lazat was there for the Huskies. Now North will go on retreat with Magnuson. Up the far boards. Lazat will dump it in. Hotz will give chase, but getting there first is Langness. Now spinning in his own end, Regan Savarine. Huskies on top, 1-0. Even strength goal from Garrett Stang. Here's Colin Olson. Little touch pass to Gaspard, who couldn't quite get his stick on it. Intercepted now by the Tigers. They will throw it in deep. Braden Newman will come off on a change. Keegan Langness back on. Going for the deflection up front was Gaspard. Out to the point, Langness. Olsen in the corner. He's rubbed off the puck. A good poke check there by Gaspard. Big scramble out front, and the net comes off its moorings. Well, New Richmond looking for that equalizer, generating a lot of traffic out front.
Well, Huskies got to be careful. Halverson made a nice chip off the boards. He's playing a little bit deep in his own zone, but his line mate overskated the puck. New Richmond is notorious for liking to crash the net. They like to run their give-and-go plays down below behind the net. And that time, the Huskies got lucky because there was a guy sitting all alone in front of the net. Both defensemen had started skating up thinking the puck was going to get out.
New Richmond will have to touch up on the delayed offside. Parker picks up the puck. Ahead to Stang. Turned aside there by Langness. Mosler pushes the puck into the corner. Langness will throw it up the far side. Now breakout for the Tigers. You say it did touch his stick, so no icing. Mosler over to Parker. It's off his stick. Sent in deep by the Huskies. We'll get some fresh guys out there. Dewis unable to play the puck behind the net. So a brief possession there for the Tigers. It's stick work by New Richmond. They'll flip it forward. A little too far there, though, for Axel Knutson. Huskies now with Eddie Eastwald, the third line out there for North. Brennan Ortner doing a good job playing his position. Chipped forward by Savarine. Huskies able to dump it in. Ortner takes a look right in front of his own net off the stick of Savarine, but Richmond able to poke it out of the zone. North in the middle of a line change. Here come the Tigers. Bosto to Lachaussee.
Huskies got away with one there, Bob. A bad line change. The puck's sitting right on the blue line. Both guys went to make a long change. Stop on the puck and get the puck in deep before you make that change.
Savarine with the shot and a save by Carter Deuce. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security.
Well, 7 minutes in, North, they've done a lot of dumping other than the power play. Tigers are looking to make a lot of cross-ice passes, but very few are going stick to stick out here. A lot of pucks in the air.
Centered right out front, and Deuce making the save, absolutely robbing Colin Olson. Deuce was down. Olson thought all he had to do was chip that one over the goaltender into the back of the net, and somehow Deuce got the glove up and made a save.
We alluded to that a little earlier. They run set plays. They use the back of the net a lot, and they're going to have traffic going to the net. One thing that's interesting here, Bob, is there's a lot of kids here rocking the mustaches tonight. I think both teams, there's a few kids with the mustaches going tonight.
We evidently didn't get that memo.
Well, mine would be pure white. I don't know about
well,
yours.
Yeah, it'd be, well, I'd like to say that it's salt and pepper, but I haven't had the full facial hair in a while. There's a centering pass right out front. Now losing an edge, and Unger poked off his stick by Parker, and Huskies able to clear. Going back is Leif Knudsen, a sophomore. Knudsen tripped up.
Yeah, the backside refs got it. Frontside guy missed it.
Now the Tigers get their goaltender out. There's a blast by Unger that got deflected into the corner. Now the whistle blows. And with 8:13 remaining in the first, it'll be power play time for the New Richmond Tigers.
And you know, in all honesty, I'm not sure exactly what Stang and Liazat were doing. Tillman was in on the forecheck, and he forced the New Richmond's defenseman to turn, and then they both converged on him. The problem is you got 4 New Richmond guys around the blue line and out. The kid got tripped, so he couldn't make a play. Otherwise, it could have been a 4-on-2.
Poked free by the Huskies. Race for the puck, but Langness steers it ahead. Here's Lachaussee. Still with the puck in the corner. Takes a bump down there by Magnuson. Lachaussee, the shot. Tried to go short side. Here's Stanger. Down into the corner. Magnuson working for it, but the Tigers come away with the puck. Up top, Langness shot. That's blocked by Ty Hotz. Now a race for the puck. Keegan Langness going to win that race. He loses an edge behind the net. Tigers wanted another tripping penalty.
I think they were right on that one. A little loose with the stick.
Langness still with the puck. Poke free. Richmond looking to rotate the puck. Langness throws it right out front. It's off a New Richmond stick, but away from the net. Goaltender Bowman leaves it back there for Easton Savarine, who will lead the rush.
One thing, Bob, we remember from the Memorial North game, North is very aggressive when the puck goes high. They're going to come out, they're going to challenge, they're going to attack the flanks. Richmond's done a nice job of staying down below the hash marks where North is backed off.
30 seconds remaining in this New Richmond power play. Tigers had the puck momentarily. They're able to hold the zone. Up top, Savarine. Regan Savarine will play it down low. Puck battle behind the net. Guys had their sticks locked up there. And it hops his stick, taken away. Here comes Cam Mosler. Mosler Puts it off the post and then goes crashing into the inboard. Huskies at full strength. Mosler trying to get back in the play. Gets that stretch pass. Centering pass. Wanted to get it to Eastwald. Now North regrouping in its own end.
Keeping an eye on Mosler here, Bob. He went in pretty hard shoulder first, but he looks like he's okay. Extended his shift a little bit. He just went off.
Huskies win a puck battle. They throw it out to the point, but it's off the stick of Bennett Pecor. Now Magnuson plays it into the zone. Again, Huskies able to win a puck battle down low. North able to hold the puck in at the point. They're in the midst of a line change. New Richmond looking to take advantage. Goes off a skate. Winds up on the stick of LaChaussee. Little give and go. LaChaussee the shot. Deuce got a piece of it. 5 minutes to go, first period. Taken away now by the Huskies. Here comes Barrick Woolley. He's sandwiched. Woolley gets it back. Got the stick lifted. He goes down. Huskies want a penalty. They play on.
Right there, Bob. Newman had the opportunity. Catch the puck on your stick. Chip it off the boards. You don't need to go to the middle. You have nobody coming anyway. Make the safe play. The boards can be your best friend, Bob.
Salt on the roads, wreaking havoc on your vehicle. Stop at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Not only does salt make your car look nasty, it can cause damage to your vehicle. Keep it clean with the help of Tommy's Club membership. That's unlimited washes for one low monthly price. New members can download the Tommy's Express app and get their first month of unlimited washes for free. Tommy's Express Car Wash, Claremont Avenue, Eau Claire. Download the app today for 1 month free. Free vacuums, free automatic mat washers, all in less than 2 minutes.
That was a mouthful, Bob.
I did that read in less than 2 minutes. Huskies pick up the puck. They've got numbers if they can skate out, and they do with Garrett Stang. Stang looking to get wide. Fans on that shot. Throws it out front. Lizotte couldn't get a stick on the puck. Back quickly come the Tigers. Newman had it momentarily. Huskies trying to spring Lizotte deep. Richmond regroups in its own end.
The problem with making that long stretch pass that the Huskies are looking to do is you got a guy standing still on the far blue line and he's got no one to help. So even if he gets it, his essential only option is to dump it in and hope that they've made a line change where he can get some guys on the puck.
Colin Olson shot, gloved by Carter Deuce. HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the past 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com.
The Tigers really haven't had much offense. They've had some perimeter shots. They had one nice play in front of the net where Deuce was up to the task and made the nice save. But other than that, it hasn't really been much offense in the Huskies' end.
Huskies able to get out of the zone. Here comes Bear Woolley. Woolley shoots. Tanner Jess, the defenseman, doing a nice job of blocking that shot. Keegan Langenus will throw it up the far side. Langenus will throw it behind for Tanner Jess. Jess to Colin Olson. Olson with some speed. Drop pass right out front. Jamison Unger shot wide. Now we get a whistle. That's coming with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first period.
I think they're going to call a guy went through the crease, so the faceoff's going to be outside. Nice save by Deuce. Good chance by the Tigers. Unger went to the net, got a receipt. Couldn't get a quality shot off, but they had traffic. It's more of the same. That's exactly what the Tigers like to do and how they want to play.
Off the faceoff, New Richmond gains the zone and flips that one in. Colin Lizotte going hard to the boards on that far side. Huskies with Stang will skate out. Stang will throw it into the corner. Lazat giving chase. Stang dishes out a check, comes away with the puck to Lazat in the corner. Wanted to get it to Wesley Tillman, although he was surrounded by a couple black jerseys, so that play never really went anywhere. Regan Savarine having some issues. He's going to head the other way.
Still having issues.
Finally, the Tigers are able to get that into the zone. Fired in by Newman. Battling for the puck is Newman. The Huskies pick it up. Cam Mosler appears to be okay after that collision into the end boards earlier this period. Poke free by the Tigers. Huskies will get back on side. Trying to carry in that time was Pecor. Richmond now on the counter. That hit the stick of Magnuson, so no icing. Magnuson behind his own net. Huskies trying to play it out of the zone. Nearly had their pocket pick there. North plays to an open wing, held in by the Tigers. Final minute of play in the first period. It's 1-0 Eau Claire North. New Richmond trying to control the puck, looking to generate some offense here late in the period. They'll have to regroup. Manor sends it to the far side, and Keegan Langenus. Big hit dished out there by Maddox Gaspard. Final 30 seconds of the period. Ty Hotz has it. Hotz gains the zone. Plays it over into the corner where New Richmond unable to clear. Good glove work there by Easton Parker. Huskies looking to play it into the zone. Quickly back the other way. Here come the Tigers. Centering pass is all set up by Tanner Jess, who threw it to the far side and then went in for the deflection. One period in the books. It's the Eau Claire North Huskies on a goal by Garrett Stang, leading the New Richmond Tigers by a score of 1-0. Mike, your impressions?
Well, I don't like the feeling out process. I don't think that's what it is. There's plenty of opportunities to create offense for both teams. The inability to stop on a puck. There's a lot of pucks sitting there. Both teams are lunging and reaching after it. Stop on the puck, get control, and then stay connected somewhat. There's a whole lot of dump and chase going on here, but when the dumping's going on, there's still one or two players on either team that are still having to come out and touch up before you can go get it. Therefore, you're going to get minimal opportunity to put some pressure on. I'd like to see both teams, instead of dumping it into a corner, maybe bounce some pucks in front of the goaltender, make him play the puck. That gives your guys a chance. If you're going to stick with the dumping part of it, it's going to give your guys an extra second, 2-3 strides to be able to get to and maybe generate some offense down low.
On the positives for North, they got a goal.
Yeah.
They weren't able to score last night, so you got to be feeling good about that. Carter Deuce has come up with some nice saves in the nets. And the other thing, they did take the one penalty, but other than that, they've avoided taking penalties.
Yeah, and they are getting the puck, and they're looking to go low to high, and they're doing it early. But the problem is when they're going low to high. Now, Richmond's going to come out, they're reading it, so they're going to attack that defenseman. So either it's got to be a catch and a communication to your D partner across the blue line with a yeah or a no, and then if it's a no, you got to pump that right back down low. You should have two guys down there and try and create something in front of the net.
So one period in the books. Mike and I will take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for period number 2. You're watching Boys High School Hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh. Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Whispering Pines in Cadott is a great place for golf. And coming this spring, it will be the perfect Four Seasons venue for your special event. The Whispering Pines Event Center is now under construction and will be available for events this spring. Weddings, reunions, whatever your event, Whispering Pines Event Center is the perfect location. Just a short drive down Highway 29 from Eau Claire. Whispering Pines Event Center is now booking dates for 2026 and beyond. Whispering Pines Golf, and coming soon, Whispering Pines Event Center on County X in Cadott.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
We are back at Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire, getting ready to start period number 2. Big Rivers Conference boys hockey. Eau Claire North leading to Richmond 1-0. Bob Radovich, Mike Schwengler coming to you from the Mike Sullivan press box here at Hobbs. A couple other scores around the BRC tonight. Eau Claire Memorial will have their game Friday here at Hobbs against these New Richmond Tigers. Old Abe's tonight, though, trailing 2-0 after 1 over in River Falls. Over at Hudson, it's the Raiders, top team in the BRC, leading Chippewa Falls by a score of 1-0.
Hot goaltending, Bob. Chippewa's goaltending starts to heat up. We saw what they did last year. They had a pretty magical run through the playoffs.
Yeah, and that was when Drew Borovold was a freshman. Now he's a sophomore, but yeah, he's one of those guys that very capable of winning a game by himself. And speaking of goaltenders, I tell you, Drake Bowman, the junior, had his hands full of that one, bouncing puck on the fresh ice.
Well, Moser must have heard what we were tied. Dump a puck in on goal, took a weird bounce. It hit the goalie on the pad. He's lucky the ref blew the whistle, because if he'd have squatted down, that would have rolled back in the net. That was about 3 millimeters away from crossing the goal line. That's a Canadian term, Bob.
Oh, okay. Millimeters. Yeah, well, I had some science classes. I'm used to that. Shot right on, and Bowman the save, and the puck trickled right through the crease. And just maybe a few centimeters away from that far post. And now the Huskies are going to take a penalty. New Richmond goaltender doesn't realize that there's a penalty. Now he's heading off. Cam Mosler touches the puck for North, and the Huskies are going to be heading to the box.
Garrett Stang's going to get caught for tripping. That kind of tough, because Stanger does a lot for the Huskies. One thing, power play, but he's one of their top penalty killers up front too. So with New Richmond, their top power play is out here, with the Huskies, call them their second-tier forwards, killing the penalty.
Huskies able to win control and throw it down ice. Skating back is Keegan Langenus. So staying in the box for tripping. Langenus gains the zone, flips the puck to himself in the corner. Hemmed in down there. Pinching in is Washaw Say. Out to the point, Lake and Manor. Manor plays it down to Charlie Stanger. Thrown right out front, loose puck. Deuce covers up. I'll tell you, Deuce and Parawoli had to be on the same page there as Woolley just sort of guided that puck back to his goaltender.
Yeah, a really smart play by Woolley. Most kids are going to turn and throw that puck down the ice, and more often than not, you see it get knocked down in the high slot, but he just slid it back to his goalie, and he made the save. Get fresh troops out on the ice, smart play.
Face off to the left of Carter Deuce, the North goalie. Huskies unable to clear as Savarine will throw it cross ice. Trenton Ortner unable to keep that puck in, so he retreats in his own end.
I think the problem with the Richmond is, they're pretty lackadaisical on the power play, looking to make high-skill plays into areas where the guys aren't. They got 3 guys laying on the ice inside the blue line there, and the Huskies got a chance, and goalie made a play to get the puck up and out. But even when they're carrying it and they're chipping it, they only have 1 guy on the puck. Like here again, the Huskies are going to pressure, so their 2 are going to beat New Richmond's 1 again. They just seem to be late all over the ice.
Puck poked free. Going after it for New Richmond is Colin Olson, but the Huskies gain control and throw it down ice.
And that one there, you can tell that New Richmond's kind of discombobulated. Micah Halverson's sitting out here at the blue line. They get total control of the puck. He could have left. It just gone. He could have been the first one on the puck in the offensive zone.
Potential 2-on-1 here for New Richmond, but the pass right through the skates of Bosto. Back the other way comes the Huskies. Mosler's shot. Lazat was out there. Huskies back to full strength. Now some end-to-end hockey as La Chaussee was able to carry the puck in the zone. Parker wins a puck battle. Heads the other way. Fires it off the near board, a little too far for Lazat. Back at his own end. Manor, Lewis out front.
Oh.
The Huskies, Garrett Stang couldn't get all of that one. He broke his stick in the process.
He went to let it fly, and his stick snapped in half. You could tell he was leaning into one, too, because
Olga,
he went flying after
he sure was.
Tried to get it in. Tough play. It all starts with Moser throwing the puck on goal. Get pucks to the net, create some chaos. That's how you score goals when you're a team struggling to score.
Mike, one of the things I wanted to ask you is there an advantage to playing 2 games in 2 nights? There's a deflected shot, and Bowman makes the save. I mean, there's one side of that thinks, okay, maybe you're a little gassed. You play a pretty intense game up in Chippewa last night, but North looks sharper than New Richmond does.
Yeah, they do. Part of it, a home game. It's not like it was. Now, if you're up in Superior, maybe you're in Hayward. Even at New Richmond, where the bus trip's a little bit late, but the kids had off yesterday, so they got that game in, got a good night's sleep back at school today, get into a routine. They do look a lot crisper and sharper than New Richmond does.
Puck poke free. Here's Gaspard for the Tigers. Gaspard behind the net, trying to center it. He got hemmed in there pretty well by the Huskies.
The thing is, Bob, these guys need to understand, too, the seating meeting, as we talked, is going to be in a couple weeks. And last I checked, both of these teams are in the same section. And it's an opportunity to move up a spot. Maybe you get a home game. Maybe you get a team that you're going to play that maybe you match up a little bit better with a win here tonight.
Well, as we said, the earlier game at New Richmond went to the Tigers by a score of 3-2. If the Huskies could come back, get a win, and use that to gain some momentum, oftentimes it's those late season games that carry a little bit more weight than something that happened back in late November, early December.
Oh, for sure. Langenus there tried to make a cross-ice backhand pass, and the guy he was trying to pass it to, I believe it was Huber. He was covered. So, yeah, the Richmond looks like, there's not a lot of intensity on the Tigers.
Now a good rush up ice and a great shot by Tanner Jess, the defenseman. Now the Huskies 2-on-1 here. Here's Ty Hotz, the shot, they score! Correction, Colin Lazat getting the goal. 2-0 Huskies.
Richmond, he struggled. He didn't get a lot of shots in the first period, but Drake Bowman, he struggled a little bit tonight. At the first dump in, he misplayed a couple shots on goal that are getting through him. They're just not getting to across the goal line. That one just came down. He had a 2-on-1. He was cheating a little bit, and he picked the far side. Great shot. Loved the celebration, by the way, Bob. Didn't jump into the crowd, didn't bang on the wall, just put his hands up and waited for his teammates to come celebrate with him.
There you go. I believe they gave the secondary assistant to the goaltender, Deuce. Shot from distance. Off the stick of Bennett Pecor, didn't get all the way through. Huskies with some pretty good energy here to start the second period.
Well, and
able to kill off that penalty successfully.
I believe you said they were 1-6 in their last 7 going.
Well, since the win against Memorial,
so,
the last time we saw them.
I mean, and you're struggling to score goals, so you're up 2-0 against the team that, the way it seems, they don't really want to be here tonight. So you can't give up odd man rushes. If you don't have a clear shot to the net, throw it down low in the corner where you can have pressure.
Tigers with Colin Olson. He got hemmed in there by Easton Parker. Parker now with the puck, plays it over to Cam Mosler. Mosler trying to get around a defender. Couldn't get it past Keegan Langness. Huskies on the intercept. Mosler. Cam Mosler this time runs into Leif Knudsen. Mosler plays it over to Parker. Lead pass off the stick of Eddie Eastwold and all the way down. Parker pinching, holds the zone momentarily. Now New Richmond with Gaspard around one man. Gaspard then lost control of the puck, and I think he slashed a Husky. North gets its goaltender off the ice. Whistle blows when Charlie Stanger touches the puck. They're going to get a hooking penalty on Maddox Gaspard. So,
yeah, he got by with the one-toe drag, and he tried to make another one, and he got his pocket picked, and just a little bit lazy with the stick there. Got it underneath of Woolley's arm, and bottom line, it's power play for the Huskies. They're coming out with their second unit here.
Well, big opportunity for North, which is had the better of it, but now an opportunity shorthanded for the Tigers, but just unable to settle a puck down there with Chase Huber. Huskies heading back the other way. Wesley Tillman dumps it in deep and gives chase. Huskies able to hold the zone. Pecor gets his pocket picked. Heading back the other way. Here's Savarine, Regan Savarine right on. Carter Deuce with the save. That's one of the best chances for New Richmond tonight. And
yeah, he made his cut there, Savarine. He had more time there. Yeah, I know these kids probably don't look at the rosters and stuff, but if they did, they'd realize they have a freshman forward back there both times where they could have tried to get to the net and make a play, because Mike Halverson doesn't play defense.
North with 1:20 left in the man advantage. New Richmond gains control and dumps in. Deuce will play it behind his net. Ty Hotz will pick it up there. Played up the far boards. Knocked free. Cam Mosler carrying in, shorthanded. Mosler puts on the brakes, steers it out to Hotz up top. Now Parker has it. North controlling the puck despite being shorthanded. Hotz will send it in deep.
The Huskies are on the power play.
My bad there, Mike.
Yeah. I don't know, somebody in the crowd maybe was either listening to us or wondering what's going on the ice.
Well,
those are pretty loud. What are you doing?
A lot of it going on tonight. Centering pass!
Oh.
What a shot by Lazat.
Yeah, it looked like it hit the post. It looked like it went through the
crossbar.
goalie and hit the post.
Yeah, hit the crossbar up top. Huskies will backhand that one on net. Saved by Drake Bowman, just 16 seconds to go in this man advantage. That's for the North Huskies around the power play.
Well, it's not our fault. Let's be honest, both teams, not a lot of intensity on either side here tonight. The Huskies, like we had talked, just keep pushing the pucks, skating it wide, wait for seconds, no block shots, and you can kill so much time, but you can't. That block shot, that turnover, you got to work harder on your power play than the penalty killers do. And
New Richmond back to full strength.
I guess if you're the Tigers, you're hoping for a big spark here from your bench on a big kill, but
glove save there by Drake Bowman on a quick shot from the point by Cam Mosler. 7:53 remaining in period number 2. You know, and Mike, we've seen New Richmond in past years, and they had some higher end talent, and filled in with a lot of guys that really hustled, skated hard, and
some big strong guys that like to knock people off the puck and create those 2-on-1 opportunities.
Draw pass there, shot right on. Doos the save. Had a New Richmond player in the net, but not the puck. Another good opportunity there for the Tigers. And Mike, despite all that, if the Tigers can get one here, all of a sudden you got a 2-1 game. And maybe they find that energy that has been lacking through a lot of these first couple periods.
That's kind of what I'm alluding to with Eau Claire North.
Here come the Huskies now with Woolley. He's knocked off the puck there by Charlie Stanger.
Play to score, obviously. Play to create, but
Ty Hotz, center, is a little too far for Bear Woolley.
What you don't want to do is put yourself in a situation where you got 3 guys going and one pass is going to create an odd man rush the other way like it did earlier.
Tigers skating out with some speed. Huskies grab control of the puck. Easton Parker now leads the rush. Parker through neutral ice. Shoots. Deflected off a New Richmond stick and out of play, so we get a stoppage with 6:20 left in the second. Security Financial Bank, SFB, whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
You had brought it up, the benefit of playing last night and today. Maybe we're starting to see with Eau Claire North, they're starting to get a little bit gassed, a little bit tired. You could see some of the faces a little bit red, a little huffing and puffing. They are running essentially 2 lines and 4 defensemen. Consequently, to Richmond, they got a full bench here, but there's some names we haven't even come close to calling tonight.
Well, New Richmond has played 3 lines. I've seen the Gronimus, Eastwald, Haskamp line out there for at least 1 shift for North, but you're right. I think they've shortened the bench a little bit here tonight against the Tigers.
Yeah, and this is where, you have a 2-0 lead. If you're going to go with 2 and spot shift, that's fine. You're doing what you think is best for your team, but get that puck up and out. Chip it off the wall, get it deep. Just make sure you got 3 guys back so you don't give up any odd man opportunities.
Cam Mosler has the puck. Mosler shoots. Coming way out to make the save is Drake Bowman.
And if I'm the Huskies, I'm looking to switch sides with that puck all day long because he struggled on anything from center. Looking at him from center to his glove hand side, he's bobbled some pucks and he's gotten some pucks that have gotten through him, but he's been able to sit on them. So just move that puck, make that 1 extra pass early when you cross the blue line, get him moving, and get the shots to the net.
New Richmond looking to skate out here after that face-off. Getting wide, Colin Olson. Deuce decides I'm going to hang on to the puck. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Proud to support local student athletes. That is Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire.
Just counting the New Richmond bench, they have a full squad of 18 skaters and 2 goaltenders. There's some guys look like they're just standing behind the bench here. They're rostered. It looks like they have 8 defensemen rostered.
Deflected out front. Deuce had it, covered up. Then it was knocked out of his glove. That was Maddox Gaspard, who was in the midst of that fracas. North defenders not real thrilled. And then Gaspard gets a stick knocked out of his hands.
The Huskies, you want to be smart. Some referees are going to make that call, and then you'd be shorthanded for no reason.
Well, again, we talked about that as one of the keys. Huskies took 6 penalties last night up in Chippewa. And now we got a hit behind the play, and looks like the Tigers are going to be shorthanded. Maddox Gaspard dishing out a hit away from the puck. He gets an elbowing penalty.
I'm going to call, an elbow. I don't know. His hands did get up, but is that because Bryce Mosler ducked? They're going to even it up. Magnuson went in and stuck up for his teammate, threw a little shot at him, and there's nothing wrong with that. You always want to protect and stick up for your teammates, so it's good on him. Either way, it's 5-on-5. Yes, you want that power play opportunity, but if the Richmond's going to start throwing their body around, you want to make sure they know that. Let's be smart about how we're playing it.
Tigers win the draw. Puck deflected just wide of the goal. New Richmond playing with a little bit more urgency now. The shot from Savarine, Regan Savarine, went just high. Another deflection. Poked free by the Huskies. Held in by the Tigers. Good stick work by Cam Mosler. Colin Olsen was coming right down the high slot. Took his time, but that gave Mosler time to lift the stick.
And I think what we're seeing here is exactly that. New Richmond's going to start throwing their body around a little bit. Now, how is North going to react to it? You can react to it by getting the puck up and out quickly. You can't hang on to it. Find the open guy and make sure that puck gets out past the blue line. But again, you can't have their guys sneaking behind your last line of defense, which is your defenseman.
Mosler throws it up the far boards. Now Parker has it. Steers it knee side. Eastwald will throw it in. Now that third line getting some run for North. Gronum is centering Eastwald in Hascap. Poke free by the Tigers. Lasha Say throws it off the boards. Tigers can't hold the zone, so they'll regroup.
Now that one, like Lasha Say right there, he gets the puck, makes the play, and it comes back to him, but you're 2 feet off the wall. Seal the wall off, make sure that puck doesn't get out. You're still on offense. You're off the wall, the puck gets by, now you have to back check.
Again, North holding the line there. And now sent in by Easton Parker. Yeah, I see what you mean, Mike. A couple of North skaters just don't seem like they have the jump that they had earlier in the game.
Yeah, and they're trying to get through this period. If you're the Tigers, you have to sense that, and you got to keep coming. One thing, the best way to wear a team down is by making them turn and have to start skating when they get the bottom line. Finish a check, right? Stop on a puck, make them chase you.
Jamison Unger trying to work the puck free. A number of guys colliding down below the goal line, and Huskies will dump it down and ice it.
A lot of guys falling down, period, especially down in Norris End. I don't know if there's some ruts down there, but it seems like bottom of the circle there towards that goal line, anytime somebody's turning, they seem to be losing an edge. And then obviously around the net, so I don't know if there's some gouges in the ice or not, or they're just plain, in fact, tired.
Unger to take the draw for the Tigers against Stang for the Huskies. Huber with it. Over to the near side. Ortner, the shot deflected just wide by Olsen. Good opportunity there for the Tigers. Tigers will have to touch up on the delayed offside. Lazat gains the red line and dumps in. Huskies take the puck away. Working hard on that far side, Halverson. Good check there by Pecor of the Huskies. Slow down that rush by the Tigers. Under 2 minutes to go here, second period. North Huskies on top of the New Richmond Tigers by a score of 2-0. Another icing on North. And the face-off will come in the New Richmond end with minute 50 left.
Offensive zone face-off for the Tigers. If they have a face-off play, a set play, now would be a good time to run it. If not, you just can't lose it clean. If you're the Huskies, Stang did a great job, won a face-off clean. North got possession, got the puck out of the zone last time.
Parker with the puck. Lifted out of the zone and down. Not far enough for icing. Besides, it's the hustle of Ty Hotz. Work the puck free. North now gets it out to Cam Mosler. Shot block there by Leighton Bosto. Shout out to Bosto's grandpa, who I've been told is watching tonight from Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. I heard they had snow the other day, Bob.
Yeah, they did.
I wonder if he's teaching the people down in Texas how to drive in the snow.
We can only hope. I was down there for Super Bowl 45. I'll get to that story in a bit. Huskies gain the zone 3-on-2. Halverson unable to do much with that puck.
And that's another one. Like, chip that puck behind the defenseman, let your buddies go get it, and play down below their goal line.
New Richmond will fire it all the way down, and Deuce is going to let that one go by, so I can finish my story now. So we get there Sunday. It was a nice day, and then Sunday night, sleet and ice, and they dubbed it, I think, what did they say, Ice Force 1 or something like that. The city was basically paralyzed. It was tough to get anywhere for, so that was my second to last time I was in Dallas. Saw Bruce Springsteen for free in Dallas.
Nice.
Yeah. Final Four of 2014. Made up for a Badgers loss the previous day. Richmond pokes the puck free. Shot just wide, and Olsen was there for the deflection. Couldn't quite get his stick on it. Final seconds of this second period. And North able to wedge that puck free. Now we get a little bit of a skirmish behind the play. We'll see if anything comes out of this. It's a 2-0 lead for the North Huskies as we head to the third period. Well, Mike, 2-0. Huskies getting a goal from Garrett Stang in the first period, a Colin Lazat goal 5:08 into the second period, and they're sitting in a pretty good spot here.
Yeah, and the intermission came, I think, at the right time. You could tell. I mean, they were gassed. Parker's gassed, Mosler's gassed, and you get a lot of minutes last night. Get into today's game where you're going every other, and you could tell that they're worn out a little bit. Get that break, let the Zamboni do the ice. Looks like they're going to give Magnuson an extra 2, so he's going to get a 2-minute minor. The Tigers are going to be coming out of the second intermission on the power play, which is something that'll give them time to try and figure out what exactly they're going to do. 'Cause what they have done really hasn't worked. They really haven't gotten much pressure on North's penalty kill. So either way, It's a 2-0 lead for the Huskies over the New Richmond Tigers. 2 minutes left, or 2-minute penalty coming up for the New Richmond
I'll
Tigers.
say what I always say in a 2-0 hockey game, Mike, and that is the next goal in this one is going to be very important.
Well, more so for the Tigers than the Husky. They other than a couple shifts later in the second period, they've really done nothing. And there's not a lot of jump. There's not a lot of drive. And, hopefully their coaches will talk with them in between. Regardless of what's going on, all your games matter, especially right now. You get this win. If you're New Richmond, you get this win against Eau Claire North. And then it's that domino effect. Well, North will come back and say, well, we beat Memorial. Well, Memorial's played a tougher schedule, and they beat New Richmond. But if New Richmond can sweep this one, or if North can split with this one, it gives either team that extra argument of maybe moving up, like we said, that one slot, which maybe means you have a better matchup in your, whether it's the first round of the playoffs or the second round of the playoffs. But either way, both teams need to come out with a whole lot more drive than they've showed in the first two periods.
Well, especially you mentioned New Richmond. If they could rally in this one, get a win, they come back here Friday to play Memorial.
Exactly.
Memorial at last check was losing at River Falls 2-0 after one. All of a sudden, you've got that chance to move into second place in the Big Rivers Conference and help your seeding possibilities.
Right.
But we'll talk more about that when Mike and I return prior to the beginning of the third period. You're watching Boys High School Hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Whispering Pines at Cadott is a great place for golf. And coming this spring, it will be the perfect Four Seasons venue for your special event. The Whispering Pines Event Center is now under construction and will be available for events this spring. Weddings, reunions, whatever your event, Whispering Pines Event Center is the perfect location. Just a short drive down Highway 29 from Eau Claire. Whispering Pines Event Center is now booking dates for 2026 and beyond. Whispering Pines Golf, and coming soon, Whispering Pines Event Center on County X in Cadott.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Have Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
We are back at Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire, getting set to start period number 3 of this Big Rivers Conference boys hockey game. It's Eau Claire North leading New Richmond 2-0, but the Huskies will start this period short-handed. Bob Radovich, Mike Schwengler with you. Mike, when you've got the entire intermission to discuss the power play to start a period, what are you talking about?
Well, the first thing is you're discussing the two that you had prior, and you have to realize that if you're going to set up high, North's going to come at you hard, which is fine, but then you have to have your plan of attack, which means if you're going to move the puck, put your flank guys, put them down on the hash marks, get your high guy, slide him over to the wall, throw a direct pass. He's got to drive the blue line, hit the outside guy, and then you can rotate it down to the backside and maybe open up something in the middle because North's going to overcommit with the pressure that they like to run. If you're going to be stagnant and try and do this is what we do, you're going to have a tough time creating. I see they made a switch. Langenus is up on forward where he was running a power play on the point.
A shot from up high. That got deflected. Good job there by Tegan Lachaussee to get a stick in that shot by Regan Savarine. Stang pokes the puck free and sends it all the way down. Bowman will leave it back there for Regan Savarine. Veteran defenseman for the Tigers leading the rush. Savarine with speed, gets wide, throws it. Jamison Unger shot that one just wide. Unger battling for the puck, but the Huskies able to grab it and throw it all the way down.
Yeah, if he takes that extra stride, he pins that guy on the wall, and then you get control of the puck. If you lean and lunge and poke at it, it gets dumped down the ice.
Savarine will put on the brakes, dump it in deep. Mosler back there for the Huskies.
There again, I had one guy on the puck, 2 Huskies. Well done by the Huskies. Outnumber them all over the ice.
Tigers will regroup with 40-plus seconds to go in this power play. And then Keegan Langenus lost control of the puck. Tigers will regroup, push it into the zone. Centering pass. Deuce with the save, and they score. Extra effort. Chase Huber's going to get the goal. Power play goal for the Tigers. New Richmond's right back in this one.
Much needed goal by the Tigers. The Huskies, they were in position. They had 3 guys back. I can't. Was it Bosto that took the puck wide? Anyways, he got wide. He got behind Mosler. You still had 2 guys coming across, but they lost the guy in front. You got to poke at the puck, and if your stick's on the ice and the other team's sticks are at their waist, it's a win-win. And he got the shot and the rebound stab and got it through Deuce for a goal.
Wasn't the crispest power play, Mike,
but again,
they got it done.
Net,
yeah,
right?
They got the puck out front.
Creates
Puck's out front
chaos.
again, and there's chaos out front. Now trying to wrap it around and putting it right through the crease. Wow, great opportunity there for Chase Huber again.
And if Huber takes that extra half step, he gets that angle that he needs. He had a wide open net there. He just pushed it off the post. Could have had 2 in 1 shift. Hard to do. Now, if you're the Huskies, take a deep breath here. You get back to what you've done. You know, you win some faceoffs, get that puck outside the zone. If you're going to continue to dump, you got to make sure pucks get out before you can get them down.
North now with a 1-goal lead. New Richmond firing wide that time. It was Bosto who put that one beyond the far point. Dangerous clear there by the Huskies. Now North takes it away, walking right in. Good opportunity that time by Wesley Tillman, but good back check there by the Tigers.
He had it. He just waited a split second too long, and he got caught.
Tillman again. Throws it far side. Lazat wanted to get it back to Tillman, who had lost an edge. Puck goes off the boards. Corralled by Bennett Pecor. Held in by the Tigers. Colin Olson will fire. And goaltender Carter Deuce makes the save. A little better jump for New Richmond this period.
And problem with the Huskies now is they're turning. Their D are turning into the boards, which is fine. They're turning up the wall. But their strong side guy is outside the red line, sometimes sitting at the far blue line. So if you're going to turn that way, you got to hit the high slot and make sure you got a guy coming through.
Shot right on. Deuce with the save. Good low shot by Lucan Manor. Tigers will fire in. They'll have to touch up on the delayed offside. Easton Parker back now for the Huskies. Parker hemmed in along the boards. Mosler had it momentarily for North. He puts a New Richmond player right into the North bench. Shot from close range, turned aside by Deuce. That was Colin Olson trying to stuff that one. Derek Woolley, the shot. Just grazed the glove of Bowman and over the net. Ty Hotz trying to center one out front. North bench wanted a penalty as Micah Halverson got knocked to the ice.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a two-handed shove in the back and he went for it. He didn't go into the wall. You got to protect yourself when you get close to those. Bend your knees.
Huskies got a stick on that one, deflected out of play. with 12:42 to go. It's a 2-1 lead for the Huskies over the Tigers.
That faceoff should be outside here. It's a Husky that deflected it. I'm not sure why the faceoff's inside. I don't know, the Richmond coaches don't seem too concerned about it, but it should be an outside faceoff.
Huskies hold the zone for now. That shot didn't get through. Now the Huskies playing defense. Bryce Mosler, freshman, playing it forward. Huskies now with an opportunity. Gronimus throwing it out front. Bennett Haskamp was there. Taken away now by Regan Savarine. Flips it up the boards. Chase Huber playing it into the Huskies' end. North now with Gronimus coming in 2-on-2. Gronimus taken into the boards. Puck played back out to neutral ice for Magnuson. We'll throw it over to Cam Mosler.
You know, physicality has picked up a little bit, definitely on the New Richmond side here, Bob. They're starting to finish checks. Now, if they could just, for them to create offensive opportunities, that if they use the wall, it chip the puck a little bit. Just get it off the wall. They're looking to push pucks to the middle. Problem is there's nobody there. The Huskies are there. If you're the North High Huskies, you know hits are coming, so you have to protect the puck. If you have nowhere to go with it, put it in your skates, get up against the glass, protect your body, protect the puck, and wait for help.
Mosler will shoot. Glove save by Drake Bowman. Couple other scores to pass along after two. River Falls leading at home over Eau Claire Memorial 6-3. At last check in the second, Hudson leading at home over Chippewa Falls 3-0.
And Richmond started to make a bit of a push towards the end of the second period, and they've continued it in the third.
Yeah, they started this period on the power play, and even though the power play didn't look the greatest for about the first, 50-some seconds, they were able to generate some traffic, and Chase Huber banged one in the net off a scramble out front, and ever since, Tigers have found a little extra energy that was lacking in those first two periods. Carrying into the zone, Braden Newman. Newman throws it out front, sticked aside by Deuce. Leighton Bostow was lurking out front for New Richmond, and the Huskies ice the puck again.
A couple different guys with some changes. Langenes had been playing defense the first two periods, like we had talked. He was out on forward. He's giving them a little spark. He's always been a good skater. He's giving a little spark, but by him moving up to forward, Knutson is actually getting a little bit more ice time to balance their defensive attack out a little bit.
Mike, what does North need to do to kind of regain a little energy here?
Well, again, puck protect, finish your checks, make sure you're the second guy on the puck, make some stick-to-stick passes, and the Richmond's going to come hard and they're attacking the hands, so you got to move the puck and find the open guy, but you can't do it when you're flipping pucks out to the black team.
Skating beyond his own net, Savarine. He's hemmed in down low by Woolley. Woolley, shooting from a sharp angle, put that off the side of the net. Richmond banking that one off the glass. Race for the puck. Caden Magnuson getting there first for the Huskies. Tigers will get on side, and Langness will throw it in deep. Pecor for the Huskies plays it off the glass and out.
And if you're content to do that, you are going to milk clock, but you're making changes. That means you're giving the Tigers opportunities to stretch the ice a little bit.
Cam Mosler. His pass picked off. Charlie Stanger, the shot it over the net. Had the goaltender down, but lifted it too high.
We had him down and out, too. He just missed a spot.
Deuce with the save there. A shot by Lucan Manor. That shot never got through, and now the Tigers will look to regroup. Played in by New Richmond. Easton Parker back for the Huskies. Goes over to Cam Mosler. Fires it around the boards. It did hit his stick, so no icing. Racing after it, Eddie Eastwold of the Huskies. Tigers get their first. Stretch pass. Here's Gaspard. Maddox Gaspard. They score! Maddox Gaspard with the goal, and we are all even at 2 apiece.
Kind of what, North got burned on that. Like we had talked about, you still have the lead. There's no reason to pinch, and a couple times they got lucky on the blue line, pinching when you don't have over-the-top help, but Richmond was content to push it to the middle, so nothing came out of it. That time Mosler stepped when he should have. You don't have numbers. If you don't get to the puck, what can happen? Well, what can happen is a 2-on-1 and a goal for New Richmond.
So 2 goals in this third period. Power play goal by Chase Huber. Even strength goal for Maddox Gaspard. This game is 2 apiece.
The Huskies need a spark. They need a shift in the offensive zone. They need to get some pucks at the net with some traffic. Here they come again, 3-on-2.
Here's Bosto. Centering pass. Wanted to get it to Gaspard, but good back check there by the Huskies. Shot from up high, gloved by Carter Deuce. He'll hang on with 8:14 left.
Deuce has had good success when Richmond shot it high, mid-level, up. He's seen the puck and he's making the saves. The ones he's struggling with are those low shots on the ice. He's not able to stick them and cover. He's pushing out those pucks, and that's where Richmond's getting second and third chances, which even not scoring, you're still putting the pressure on the defense, which as we talked towards midway through the second period, they started to look like they were getting pretty gassed.
Puck sent down ice, another icing on the North Huskies. Whispering Pines in Cadott is the perfect venue for your next special event. Now under construction, Whispering Pines is now booking events for spring of 2026 and beyond. Just a short drive down Highway 29 from Eau Claire. Whispering Pines Golf and Event Center, County Road X in Cadott.
You got your top line with your top 2 defensemen here. This is where you have to make a shift if you're the North High Huskies.
And flipped out of play. Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse in the local real estate market and can help you with both existing homes and new builds, and they can assist you through each step of the process. That is Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated.
And there are opportunities for North. Their defensemen are getting the first touch. They got to look to switch sides. If in the middle, they don't usually move the puck up the middle. They're content to throw it high off the glass and chip it out, but they could switch sides behind the net with their deep partner and try and create some space for their forwards to get up and out.
Cam Mosler will play it off the boards and out. Savarine throws it far side, past to Colin Olsen off his stick. Olsen then taken into the boards by Cam Mosler. 7.5 minutes to go. Third period in a tie hockey game. Richmond trying to cycle the puck. Shot from the point, deflected high and out of play.
Good stick by Woolley there. He came out and pressured New Richmond. Ottner. Yeah, Trennan Ottner. Got a stick on him, puck went up and out of play. Anytime you can get a stick on a puck and deflect it away from your goaltender, that's a good thing. You block the shot or get the stick on it.
Puck poked free by the Huskies. Bryce Mosler. The freshman trying to work the puck out. The puck does cross the blue line, so now Leif Knutson will send it up. It was touched by a North stick, so no icing. Down low, Bryce Mosler battling for the puck. He does work it free, intercepted by the Tigers. That shot didn't get through traffic. Oh, hustling back the other way, Bennett Haskamp. Haskamp with some good stick work, but Tigers regain control, and Charlie Stanger held up along the boards. Loose out front. Then a shot turned aside by Deuce.
Oh.
Then a hit up high. We play on. Lakin Manor trying to get wide. Thrown into the boards down there by Gronimus. Couple New Richmond guys.
I call it hand on the glove. They're going to bring the face-off outside. North got pretty lucky there. That was a pretty high hit. Knocked the kid underneath the chin on the mask. Should have been a call, but they got away with one there. Just the argument about grabbing onto the puck. Caught it. Two New Richmond guys ran into each other at the blue line. He held onto it and dropped it. The ref said face-off outside, so Huskies get a little breather here, 6 minutes and 14 seconds. They haven't really done anything with the puck across the red line here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Losing an edge there, and Gaspard will skate in. Gaspard, drop pass, Bosto the shot, several rebounds, they can't put it away. Here comes Tillman for the Huskies. He gets held up right in front of the New Richmond bench. Tigers will fire it far side and all the way down. We get an icing with 5:46 remaining. It is a new year, make it a new you with help from Balanced Health by Dana, offering hormone replacement therapy and a customized medical weight loss program. It's a new year, time to improve your overall well-being. Go to balancedhealthbydana.com today for more information.
Great opportunity there, Bob, by the Tigers. Gaspel made a nice drop pass to Bosto. He had it. The only problem was he had a big fella, number 11, Lizard, who just obliterated him in front of the net and took away any scoring chance.
Huskies sweep that one out of the zone. Ortner will head up ice for the Tigers. Ortner gains the zone, shoots high. Unger will slap it behind the net. Colin Olsen going after it. Back down there with Cam Mosler of the Huskies. 5:15 to go, third period. Easton Parker now for North. Gets it out of the zone. Regan Savarine retreating for the Tigers. Puck corralled by Parker. Gets it to Cam Mosler. Knocked off of his stick. Behind the net. North trying to get it out front. Some good work down low there by Halverson. Bear Woolley with it. Woolley this shot. Up high over the net. Parker. Puck knocked away by the Tigers. They exit the zone. Regan Savarine. Now Langenus the shot. Big rebound. Langenus again. Pushed it just wide. Huskies get it out of the zone.
Another ill-timed pinch by a Husky defenseman.
Richmond tripped up. We're going to get a penalty on the Huskies. Good effort that time by LaChaussee. Got around a defender, drove the net. That's all North could do. So, New Richmond with 4:10 remaining will head on the power play in a tie game, and they've got all the momentum.
Well, both the Huskies defensemen on this end, Parker got caught pinching and then chasing his mistake and ended up getting beat coming out of the zone. And then Mosler, again, stepping when you shouldn't step. Make that guy go wide. You have the boards, force him to the wall, finish your check on the wall, and end it. Instead, he went for a reach and took a penalty. The good news for the Huskies is they've had a pretty good penalty kill. New Richmond's 1 for 3 on the power play. So if North can sustain this, there's a little less than 2 minutes left to play 5-on-5. But their top players in the penalty box. That's the hard thing for the Huskies.
Yeah, so Magnuson's out there on defense on this PK unit. Big scramble by the net. Tigers gain possession. Lucan Manor got the puck knocked off his stick.
Yep.
And now we get another penalty. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty. And 4-on-4 hockey now that Lucan Manor heads to the
Here's
box.
the problem, Bob. When a power play is a group of 5 functioning as one, so everybody has a job. So when one guy decides to do his own thing, like what happened with New Richmond there, you got 4 other guys trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and he ended up turning the puck over with a dump out by North, and then frustration sets in. He throws a cross-check, takes him out of a great chance.
So 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and change. Langenus behind his own net. He'll head up ice.
Just beat two guys with one stride.
Potential 3-on-2. Keegan Langness, the shot. That missed high and wide.
And Richmond was in a big change here. D got caught late.
Regan Savarine enters the zone, but offside called on the Tigers. 3:01 remaining in the third. 51 seconds on the North penalty. Minute 32 on the Tigers penalty.
Colin Olson, he's shaking his head. He's thinking it's not offside, but he's got to hold his water a little bit, drag your toe, let him get across the line. You had a 3-on-2 opportunity.
Savarine will poke it forward. Knocked free by Colin Olson. Huskies heading back the other way. Ty Hotz around a defender. Hotz looking out front. Woolley's there. Backhand kicked out of there by Drake Bowman.
You could see that coming. Woolley beat his guy to the net. Great chance.
Colin Olson. And that's centering pass. Unger couldn't corral it.
Unger's got to turn his hips a little bit and put his stick on his forehead. That's a tough play to make. I think he'd have been better off just shooting it and let him go for the rebound.
Huskies now skate out with Easton Parker. Knocked off his stick. Back the other way. Tigers and Charlie Stanger. Huskies are full strength. Tigers are short-handed. Cam Mosler out of the box. Passes to Garrett Stang. Garrett Stang trying to dangle. Poke free by the Tigers. Now they've got numbers going the other way. Stanger. Knocked aside that time by Easton Parker. 20-plus seconds to go in this Northman advantage.
Good thing for Mosler. That 2 minutes he was in the box, probably the longest other than a intermission, is the longest break he's had this game.
Huskies gain the zone. Cam Mosler. Mosler walks in. Couldn't hold the zone. Huskies with an opportunity. The shot by Colin Lazat. That went off the leg of Wesley Tillman, his teammate. They went cross ice. Now a chance for Bosto, but that pass a little too far for him. Huskies gain the zone. Shot right on. Save Drake Bowman. Good look there from Colin Lazat.
Yeah, late in the shift, Lazat has to realize he's got two guys going downhill with him. If he kicks it right or left, he's got Tillman and Halverson with him, which is going to create that 2-on-1 at the net. Instead, he took the shot and a shot puck to the chest. Rebound are going to be hard to come by. Got a timeout called by the North High Huskies here with 1:09 offensive zone face-off for them. If you're the Huskies here, you have a set face-off play for this situation. Whatever it is, you're not pulling your goalie, so it's a 5-on-5. But you want to make sure you have your best 5 guys out. They know what they're doing. If you're the Richmond Tigers, you have a set face-off play for a 5-on-5 in your own zone. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Bottom line, center has to stay on the center. If you're in Richmond, you can't let him get lost to the net. Centers, you don't have to win the face-off, but you just can't lose it clean. So you take the stick, jab at the stick, try and get that 50-50 and let your D and your wingers converge and try and win that battle. If you're North, I'm assuming Stang's going to take the face-off. All he has to do is try and win it to the wall, pump it to the point. Mosler can walk the blue line and get a puck through. North's done a decent job by getting some traffic to the net. Yeah, I'm probably getting Woolley out on the ice here, whether he takes a face-off or you put him net front. Puck seems to find him around the front of the net. He had a golden chance a couple minutes ago, so that's a guy I would make sure is out on the ice.
And Stang has done a nice job in the face-off circle. He's won his share tonight. So
yeah, especially on his strong side, which would be his left-hand side, which he's going to be on his backhand here.
So they've got Hotz out there on that first line with Stang and Lazat. Face-off won by the Huskies. They can't hold the zone.
Yeah, it didn't look like Mosler was ready.
Intercepted by Jamison Unger, who had a 2-on-1. Colin Olson was with them. North gets it to Ty Hotz, and the Huskies come in offside. Well, each team with a golden opportunity there that got short-circuited.
Yeah, again, you got to drag your toe. I mean, turn on a hockey game any night, you see every guy in the NHL that middle guy's waiting. His feet are barely moving, and then all of a sudden, boom. But he's got to drag his toe there.
Stang pokes that one down low. Savarine has it for the Tigers. Stretch pass far side. Keegan Langenus can't get around Cam Mosler. Puck picked up by Unger. Unger trying to throw one on net. Poke free by Hotz. Off the skate of Parker. Parker has it. Cross ice pass nearly intercepted. Back the other way now, Langness. Gets wide. Keegan Langness walks right in. Puts it off the goaltender, Deuce.
You get to that far post. He had Deuce down. Get to the far post. Try and stuff it home. Too many kids settle for that short side shot.
Final seconds. Buzzer sounds. We got ourselves a 2-2 hockey game. We had a New Richmond player a little slow to get up behind the north net.
Took a hit at the end of the. Nothing malicious, just finishing a check. Although he didn't like it too much.
Yeah, it was Charlie Stanger, the sophomore, who, again, like you said, Mike, was not terribly pleased. So we'll take a 3-minute break and we'll play a little overtime.
A little breath. Let's see, Langeness looking up here, shaking his head. I think he realized he missed an opportunity there. Don't settle for the short side when you can get to the far post. Hard thing to teach young kids. Hardest thing in the world. And I try and explain to them it. Back in the day, the old fart way to talk back in the day, but back in the day, the minute you turned to defenseman, the first thing you did was drop your butt, got your knee out, and put your arm out because you know you were getting a two-hander across your forearm, so you had to protect your body any way you could to get to the far post, because if you get the goalie down, you go 5-hole, you get him far post, or you could throw it up over his shoulders. Well, too many guys settle for coming in and trying to shoot it short side. Bottom line, Bob, goalies do not like to have to move. So anytime you can get them to move, that's a good thing.
Mark, I mean, who's got the edge here at this point? I mean, North seemed to have things well in hand through 2 periods, and then that third period, they started the third shorthanded. New Richmond cashed in toward the end of their power play, and ever since then, New Richmond's just had more jump.
Edge and momentum are two different things. New Richmond has all the momentum. North, I don't think, had 2 shifts in New Richmond's end. I think they had a couple shots. One chance out front to Woolley by Haskamp with about 5 minutes left. But other than that, it's been a steady dive. New Richmond's collapsing down the wall. North, their wingers are 10 feet off the wall, so they're not open. And I don't know if you're going to change that in a timeout, but they're happy to look to get that chip out off the glass. But the Tigers, they've done a nice job of backing out to preventing those opportunities. So if you're North, you got to look to start making some stick-to-stick passes coming out of the zone.
Got a wild one going on in River Falls. Old Abe's had been down 6-3. They cut it to 6-5 before River Falls got a goal to make it 7-5. That one's got to be late in the third period.
That could be the last. That's the first time, I think, my memory serves correct. I'm not sure about the last few years, but it's been a long time since River Falls has knocked off Eau Claire Memorial. It happened one of my first 2-3 years as a head coach back in the late 90s. So
that's a River Falls team that could make some noise in Division 2.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's. I think Somerset's in that north.
Somerset, Somerset.
River Falls, Black River Falls. You got some teams in there, yeah.
All right, 8 minutes on the clock here in overtime. Cam Mosler will sweep it over to Easton Parker. Up the far boards, deflected in. Well, officials saw it differently than I did.
Yeah, I did a little too high to deflect it in there. The problem with throwing those chips and banging it off the glass is you're going to get a bunch of icings, and that puts a lot of pressure on your face-off men to win face-offs, your interior guys to get through. A bad bounce, you're getting shots you're coming on your goaltender. Good win by Stang.
Huskies win the draw. They were sending Colin Lazat right off that face-off. They couldn't quite get him the puck.
So you're the Tigers here. You just got beat. So they're switching sides. They're communicating about who's going to take the draw, who's doing what. Again, either side, you don't have to win the face-off, but you just can't lose it clean.
Staying on the draw for the Huskies. Wins that one. Mosler poking at it. Lazat there as well for the Huskies. North able to get it out of the zone. Poked free. Colin Lazat working hard for it. Now Wesley Tillman. Easton Parker couldn't quite hold the zone. Well, the Tigers poke it into the north end. Cam Mosler up to the near side. Here's Ty Hotz.
It's offside.
Huskies will have to touch up. North, looking for that stretch pass. Cam Mosler. Steer it up. Here's the pass to Micah Halverson. Halverson puts on the brakes, throws it out front. A little too far for Bear Woolley. Stretch pass near side. Here's Jamison Unger. And deflected high and out of play by the stick of Cam Mosler.
You got to take some strides there if you're Unger. You got to get wide. Let your guys come help you. Don't settle for a shot outside the top of the circles when you have support coming. Keep that puck moving. Keep going wide. And get closer and let your guys get to the net.
Unger on the draw with Hotz.
And Richmond only has 4 guys out there here, Bob. Oh, there he is.
Sent just wide. Unger lurking out front. Now in the corner, Micah Halverson. Pinned into the boards by Langness of the Tigers. North wedges the puck free. Now they'll skate out. Here comes Bear Woolley. Woolley looks. Centering pass. Woolley puts it away. And the Huskies win it by a score of 3-2. Barrick Woolley gets the goal. And the Huskies get the W tonight.
Woolley.
What did you say about him earlier, Mike?
The puck
finds him.
Always around the net. His stick's always on the ice. He's always in a position to catch and shoot a puck. There, turnover by the Tigers and quick pop out. I guess we'll find out who exactly passed it to him, but Johnny on the spot again. He's right at the net.
So the Huskies win it in OT, 3-2. Hotz. And Halverson on the assist.
So Halverson on the stretch, got the puck into the zone. Hotz made a nice pass to Woolley down low, and Woolley's not going to miss. He missed that one late in the third. He's not going to miss too many, and he finished that one. Nice shot, catch and shoot, short side. Didn't play with it, didn't dust it off, as the kids like to say. He caught and shot.
Huskies with the win, improved to 8-11-0, 4-6 in the Big Rivers Conference. New Richmond drops to 6-10-1, 4-4-1 in the BRC. Coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. You've been watching Boys High School Hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, welcome back to Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. Eau Claire North coming away with the 3-2 overtime win over New Richmond. Barrick Woolley, you got the game winner in OT. Walk me through that play that led to your goal. What did you see? How did you guys set that one up?
Well, just a line drive. We work on those in practice all day. Held it a little bit. Let number 21 Ty Hatz, let him drive the middle, gave him a nice pass. Then he just fed it to me right in front of the net. Great pass by him.
Could you tell as soon as that puck was coming to your stick, you're thinking game at that point?
Oh, yeah. I'm a goal scorer.
For you guys, you had that game last night in Chippewa Falls. You outshot them 46-29, and yet they won 3-0. How tough was it to bounce back after last night?
Yeah, well, they had a great goalie, and we knew the guy in the post tonight wasn't as great as him, so we just had to get shots on net tonight, and that's what we did.
You seem to have the better of the play through the first two periods. They had that power play to start the third, and then they started clicking. How did you guys kind of hold things together?
Coach actually told us a stat in the locker room. We've got like the third most penalty minutes in the state. 80 killed penalties, and so our penalty kill just tries to hold strong and do our thing, and then we move on from that.
What's going to be important for you guys in these next couple of days of practice? I mean, you've got 5-6 regular season games left. You can still finish strong, help your seeding for the postseason. But what do you guys really want to focus on?
I'd say shots on net. We got to score more goals and stay out of the penalty box. That not a good stat. Not a good stat for us.
All right, Barrick Woolley, you're in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Do you know how that works? I think you've seen a lot of your classmates and fellow Huskies doing it. You just say your name and say, I'm in the house. So I'm going to move out of the way, and as soon as we give you the thumbs up, you take it away.
My name is Barrick Woolley, and I'm in the house.
All right, thanks, Bear. We appreciate it. Good luck to you guys down the stretch.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win. Thank you. So the Eau Claire North Huskies get a win over the New Richmond Tigers. Those Tigers will be back here at Hobbs Ice Center on Friday night, makeup game against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Mike Schwengler and I will have the call of that one. Dominic Millay will be here as well as our producer, videographer. That's going to do it from Hobbs Ice Center tonight. Good night for Eau Claire. You've been watching boys high school hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.